Live. Do you want to post the stream chat and like the Homestuck servers?
Oh yes, absolutely. I can put stream
You can
in
also
the
put it in the, in the one that Emin now owns and that I mod for. You know, the one where we advertise the RP to.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. Let me put it in Frav. So
At me in them. Because I'm a mod in that one, and I think it would be really funny, because I'm mod Cronus. So... Also, while we're, like, still setting up the final thing, sending out the links, I know no one's here, but, I'm, like, super congested, and because I'm super congestive, you know, like, the snot's been, like, running down the back of my throat, and I've been having to, like, breathe orally. So my throat hurts really bad. So if I, like, sniffle and sound weird, it's because, like, I'm a little sick. I feel fine, other than the throat thing, but, like, yeah. I'm a little weird.
What channel do I put this in?
In which one?
In the funny server where we,
hold on. I think there's a, like, there's, probably your other media in artist corner, I guess, or you could.
There's also video shows and movies.
Yeah.
Someone posts their own YouTube content and video shows and movies, so that might be the best place.
Maybe. Yeah, let's go with that one. Let's go with that one. Oh, it lets people know that I'm streaming because I'm in streamer mode. My, like, status is streaming.
Okay, I think that we're good to go. Anyone who is into Homestuck would be in those two servers, so I don't feel the need to post it really anywhere else.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you could post it in, like, Hyperfixation Station. But, like,
do you want me to?
You can if you want.
Yeah,
I guess it would go. You could just, like, put it in the Homestuck chat.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I have the Homestuck chat muted in there because I got tired of it.
Yeah. Or even is it? It's in shows, movie, and comics in it. I have most of the chats muted, I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
Like, I'm a mod, but I don't want your, like, notifications about stuff that I don't like. You leveled up.
Anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So, switch to the other tab. We're still on the best to worst.
Oh, God. Okay, hold on. There we go. So, we're making a tier list first. We have multiple set up. About which ones are, like, the most understood by fandom and, like, what the majority of the fandom gets right versus, like, the least understood by fandom. So the ones where everyone's, like, just super wrong, right?
Because we're smart and we are the only ones that know these characters.
We, know everything, actually. It's our media now.
We know everything except for the ones that we put in the I do not remember.
Yeah, we'll let you know if we don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, can I just put all of the green guys in there right now?
Yeah, I don't think fandom gives a shit about them though.
Oh, do you want me to put in fandom doesn't give a shit?
They can go and we don't remember now because we don't know for sure.
Yeah, fandom might give a shit. I don't know. While you're starting with that, who do you want to start with?
I think what we should do what you suggested, and we should start with like the ones that are like mostly like understood, like kind of like Nepeta.
Yeah, what about her? Where are you wanting to put her?
I think that Nepeta can go in somewhat understood because yeah, everyone does like understand that like she is a funny cat girl. Yeah, that's obvious. Everyone gets that, right?
Yeah.
People kind of they get the autism, yeah, right? Very very autistic. People forget that she's really strong and will maul you to death and is kind of mean. She's
Yeah.
mean, guys.
And I mean, don't
She's
get
not
me wrong.
a cat girl.
I love her, but she definitely like rolls around in dead bodies, doesn't like bathe or brush her hair, and like will fight you to the death. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Love the girl. Love her. But like, she's unhinged.
Yeah, like she's mean and people forget that she's mean.
Uh-huh.
So, but like other than that, I think everyone kind of gets her.
Can I put this guy and don't remember who they are?
I won't be. That's the king. Yeah, no one gives a fuck. Just put him in there. Why not?
Okay.
I think Porum would go in most understood by fandom because she has so little character. She's right by
Yeah, she's
Latula.
right here.
Yeah. She has like so little character that I don't think you can get her character wrong. She's a rad femme. That's it.
Yeah, well, I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people that I've seen like will erase the rad femme part of her, which like makes
That's
me
her only character trait.
Yeah, I know, but it makes me want to move a part down, her like one down, because a lot of people will be like, no, she's normal and mommy.
Okay, okay, yeah. No, put her above Nepeta, though. Put her above Nepeta.
Like I want to put her like in the middle, like in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I guess compared to everyone else, though, she would be in green, wouldn't she?
We can just put her at low, most understood by fandom. We'll move her down as it goes. Down.
But you know, a lot of they get her.
Cancree is definitely on a very low end of understood by fandom, I think. Very low end.
No, hold on. No. I think he goes in here. Like,
you think he goes where?
In least understood. Okay. Because so many people erase the fact that he's kind of a piece of shit. Like, so many people make him ooh baby. Ooh baby. Yeah, he's being taken advantage of by Cronus when it's like he's an ableist piece of shit.
Yeah, he is. I was thinking of the fact of like, oh, a lot of people realize that he says like whack shit, but people just think he's right. Because that was a take I had seen on Twitter recently, and I'm like, no. He said people could be trans blood. That's basically the same as transracial, but for trolls.
Like, yeah, pretty much. Like, I feel like people just like too much ooh babyfy him. Like, there's obviously gonna be a couple of the people that like understand he's a piece of shit and make him a piece of shit, which I like. But like, I feel like too many of the fandom are like, no, ooh, he's such a little baby, ooh.
Yeah, no, you're right. He does belong in least understood by fandom. You're right. I think the fandom doesn't give a shit about Aerosol.
Where is he? He's there.
He's right by Cal.
Fandom doesn't give a shit. Or should I put fandom doesn't give a shit underneath least understood?
No, I think least understood is good where being at the bottom.
Alright. Yeah, no. I mean, some people definitely gives a shit because they ship Aerosol, which don't even get me started. But like, they really don't give a shit.
They like Aerosol, but like they don't care enough about Aerosol Sprite as like a character to have any wrong or right takes on Aerosol Sprite.
Yeah, no, I agree. Honestly, a lot of the sprites I feel like belong in there.
Yeah.
And the fandom doesn't give a shit like this one?
Except for Dave Sprite. Dave Sprite definitely belongs in Not Understood by Fandom.
Where is he? Because there's Dave Peta Sprite. Oh, here's Dave Sprite. Yeah.
Dave Peta Sprite, I think, also belongs in Least Understood by Fandom by association.
I agree.
So, the thing on Dave Sprite is basically a lot of people really like Dave Peta Sprite, and they're like, they think it, like, you know, it was good for the character, and it wasn't. It kind of just said, oh, we're gonna fix your depression by merging you with someone on the total opposite end of the spectrum. That's it. You don't get a character arc. Because again, Hussey's a bad writer and doesn't know how to write anything ever. The only reason I think people like Dave Peta Sprite is because they're they them. That's it. So it goes under like trans umbrella, and so that's the only reason people fucking like Dave Peta Sprite. Because Dave Peta Sprite didn't even fucking do anything after existing.
Real.
Literally just dropped an item on Lord English. That's it. That's all Dave Peta Sprite fucking did. And also I think was like horny.
Yeah. To be honest with you, a lot of the sprites kind of... I don't really remember too much of them. Like, I remember Jasper. Mm. I like him.
Yeah. I know that the Jasper sprite was also horny and wanted to, like, marry Nepeta or whatever, and people were like... I saw people being like, oh, that's, like, weird, because they were, like, Dave Peta stans, and they're like, oh, people shit on Dave Peta for blah, 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 but doesn't shit on Dave Rose Sprite for wanting to marry a 13-year-old. It was fused with Rose, who's also a 13-year-old.
Literally.
Fucking idiots, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I think, you can probably put the other sprites in The Fandom Doesn't Give a Shit.
I already did.
You missed a couple. Look by Cal.
Oh. I'm sorry, Aqueous.
Tavris. Yeah, Tavris still goes and Fandom Doesn't Give a Shit, because, like, Tavris only exists for, like... Well, actually, no. Yeah, you're right. Maybe Least Understood, because, like, they use it to talk about their relationship and stuff.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Matuna can go into Not Understood by Fandom for sure. Yeah, definitely above it, Ronald. But, like, so Matuna basically, a lot of people rate Matuna, like, really low and think he's lame or whatever. And it's like, did you guys forget that Matuna is, like, the only reason why, like, the other trolls are fucking even have the chance to be in their stupid little dream bubbles and shit? Because he saved their asses by, he had to explode his fucking brain, and he disabled himself. And now everyone treats him like, they also babify him. They treat him like a stupid little baby who can't do anything because he's disabled.
But, like, he was a badass.
Yeah, he's cool.
Cool, and I want to hold him a little.
Okay.
The like buddy robots in the Do Not Remember, Do Not Know Them.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna put both of them in there because I don't know. Can I also put like whatever the fuck these guys are in there?
Yeah. Those are the denizens. Yeah. They don't really fucking matter. They can just go in there.
Oh god.
I do think denizen with boob is funny. Just compared to all the other
Based?
It's like, little boopy.
Based. Booby and eyelashes. You get to be pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay. Who else we got? These are all the characters.
Bro.
Or even, oh, there he is.
He's
Bro.
at the top.
Wait, why did they only put this version of Bro?
Oh, is there not like older Dave?
There's not the other versions of some of these. Like, there's not Nana.
That's interesting.
And there's not the Dave Bro.
Oh well.
Well,
probably because even the creator forgore.
Huh.
It is interesting that they forgot those characters, but then remember some of the fucking troll parents.
Yeah, like, put all of these guys in here. They put fucking all of these. They put the denizens in there. But didn't put Dave Bro or Nana or like. Hey guys, what?
Funny.
Like,
I
they
think
put the fucking ICP in there.
I see Mare right next to Beck. Mare can go into somewhat understood by fandom.
Oh,
Mare just has that. Well, no, he's not just a baby. He's also kind of an asshole.
Well,
but
yeah,
that's the only thing that people forget. That's it. Other than that, everyone gets
I'm gonna
him.
put him in front of Epida. Can I put the horse in the fandom doesn't give a shit, but like up here? Or I mean, I guess they could go and like most understood.
It is in fact a horse.
Like they get Maple Hoof. It's a horse.
It's a horse, man.
You know what? They might be the most understood by the fandom ever. They're a horse.
So
and the
true,
fandom's like, yeah, pony. Oh my god.
Least understood by fandom, Cronus Ampora.
What if I put him like all the way down there? Dear God, no, I emotionally have to put him next to Kenkri.
So okay, this will come into play with our other tier list, but to explain, Cronus, I think is he's kind of one of the better trolls, but his whole thing is that everyone hates him. The joke is that everyone hates him and he's horrible, but he's actually kind of one of the better trolls.
He really is. Okay, so this was written in the 2009, 2010s mainly by Andrew Hussey, which we already know is a god-awful person. Full offense. But, and come for me. Threaten to sue me, please. But, like, so, like, everyone's saying, like, slurs and stuff, and I'm a huge Cronus lover. Don't come for me, please. I've recently reread every single line of dialogue the man has. He never said a slur. He's like one of the only people who doesn't say a slur.
Even my favorite baby girl, who we will rate later, does in fact say at least one slur.
He's one of the only genuine people who doesn't say a slur. And, like, he was mean and he is misogynistic, which I'd like to get into that later. But he's just, like, a guy who craves, like, love so bad.
Yeah, everyone, like, shits on him for, like, flirting with people and, like, getting put down. But it's, like, really, he's been stuck with the same 11 people for thousands and thousands of years, and he's going to be stuck with them forever.
Huh? And, like, they all hate.
Oh, your mic's fucking up, dude.
Oh, no. Am I better now?
It's doing a little staticky stuff.
How about now?
I'm not hearing it yet, so we'll continue on.
Okay. But, like, he, in canon, he only really talks to a couple people. And, like, he is, like, a little horny and like not nice, but I don't know.
He's still kind of respectful. Like, yeah, he might repeatedly try and like shoot his shot, but like he still kind of gets it when you say to fuck off.
Yeah, he literally is like, your music is fucking shit. I hate you. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, the only thing is that he's more of the I'll try again in like 3 years.
Yeah, like he doesn't know when to stop, and he has like no sense of like personal boundaries. He's like a very he's gonna like clasp you on the shoulder even when you're like, please stop touching me. He's not gonna stop.
Yeah, no. That's a great thing to talk about at that point. On like that entire scene, people try and take that as him like sexually harassing Matuna in that scene and like inappropriately touching him. Guys, by the fucking context, you know he's just put an arm around his shoulder. Is it still an asshole thing to do? Yes. It's not respecting his boundaries, but he's not fucking like touching his dick or something.
No. It was like a normal conversation. It was definitely, he's like put an arm around his shoulder or something, like ruffled his hair, put a hand on his shoulder. It's something like that, guys. Like, I'm not saying he's not an asshole, because he is. All of the trolls
Everyone
are.
in Homestuck.
Everyone in Homestuck is an asshole, and he is. But he's really not as bad as some people say he is. He's not great, but he's not that damn bad, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I could talk about him for a long time.
Yeah. I think Dad Egbert can go in understood by fandom.
Oh yeah, he's a dad. I feel like he goes right underneath Maple Hoof.
Yeah.
What does the fandom even say about Grandpa?
I don't think the fandom gives a shit about Grandpa.
Yeah, I really don't think the fandom gives a shit. I'm gonna put him like up here though.
Mm-hmm.
Please. There we go. I'm gonna put him up there because I feel like he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Her. I feel like she also belongs in like fandom doesn't give a shit. But what do you think?
Yeah, I think they don't really care enough to have like right or wrong takes, like what I said with Aerosol. Like she just kind of exists.
Okay.
I think Ro can. Here's the thing: is like there's two different sides of the fandom. There's a fandom that like it does take him as they should, and then there's the bro apologists.
Yeah, it makes me kind of want to put him like in the lower side of somewhat understood by fandom, like in between somewhat and least, because like, yeah, a lot of people get that he's like a piece of shit, but like, there are so many bro apologies.
Yeah.
I had to change.
Huh? Did your mic just fucking crap out? Hello? Oh no.
Hi? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, Musty.
Is it this microphone? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Alright, who are we doing next?
I think Caliborn can go and like understood by fandom. It's just there are two sides. There are people that they both understand Caliborn, but it's just people think he's based or people think he's an asshole.
Yeah,
but they both understand him.
Yeah, they both get what he is. It's just some people are also assholes.
Yeah. Which we can have a conversation about that later, chat. If we get to that, maybe
if time prevails. We'll have a special treat at the end.
if we're feeling it, yeah.
What about Calliope?
I think she can go in somewhat because, again, like every other Homestuck character, everyone is an asshole, including her. And
Where is she in somewhat?
I think above Bro.
Behind Nepeta?
Yeah.
Okay. Sick. Continue with what you're saying.
She is just like, I think people mostly get her except for the like they a lot of Homestuck characters get this treatment. A lot of Homestuck characters get ubuified, they get whoopified, they get little
really
boo babied.
People love to turn them into little babies when they're like really not.
Yeah. They're like shitty teenagers, they're assholes, and then they grow up and they become shitty adults because Hussy's just a bad person and that's all he knows how to write.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Who knows?
And while we're talking about actually characters that are kind of like that, I think Jane could probably go into least understood by fandom, like closer to like the top end, so like, you know, not that bad misunderstood, but people shit on her a lot for like her like romantic shenanigans and shit, and like of course this is not accounting for epilogues or anything, right?
We're not talking about epilogues or Homestuck 2. We're talking about the original masterpiece. I can't call it a masterpiece. I take it back. It's not a masterpiece.
The original rancid diarrhea pile that is
the original clusterfuck.
Yeah, it's like, so she was like, you know, she had her flirting and shit, and people were like shitting on her for it. Like, people like kind of realized that she did bad stuff, but they like shit on her way too much when she was a stupid teenager with like not even 4. She had 3 friends, and God forbid she flirted with one.
Real. Where does the other, you know, the one that I'm holding go?
The evil one, the evil version, I think.
Should I just put it like right behind her?
Yeah, it's still the same character. That's just when she's mind controlled and evil. So like, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Or should I put it in fandom doesn't give a shit?
No, I think they like her.
I'm gonna be really honest. I don't really interact with Jane that much because I don't really like her. Like nothing is. I just.
I by osmosis, I don't go out of my way for Jane content, so I don't see too many Jane takes, but sometimes I see them in the wild, and it is in fact shitting on Jane for like the romance shit, and it really is. It's just like, guys, remember that they're a fucking teenager, and teenagers can do dumb shit. And it's like, I feel like they only care as much because they like, you know, perceive them as ooh gay boys. Shithead. What's this tier?
Hold on.
Oh, yes, of course.
Sorry, I had to make a new one.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
I think. What do you think about Dave? Do you think he belongs in least understood or somewhat?
Oh. I don't know. I think he goes in somewhat, but like on the lower side.
Yeah, because there are those people that completely misunderstand his character and think he's alpha Chad and not like full of cope and depression and a little meow meow.
He really is full of cope and depression, and he's just a guy. He's just a sad guy who loves Eminem.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he really is just like a sad little guy.
Yeah, he's just full of cope, and people take the cope seriously, which means I guess it's good cope and masking.
Yeah, I guess.
It's doing what he intends it to do.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Can I put like ICP and do not like fandom doesn't give a shit?
Yeah, I think that's
Can
true.
I also put
Yeah.
okay. Who's the Firefly?
What are you talking about?
Who's this guy?
That's the Firefly that did like Morse code or whatever at John. I don't like. There are some random ass characters in this fucking tier list.
Can I also put him in fandom doesn't give a shit?
Yeah, maybe you were right on. We should have just deleted some of these pictures.
Yeah. Like, cause there's just like a lot of like, who the fuck cares, guys, in here?
Yeah.
You know, like, can I put where should the Robo Bros go? Most understood.
Yeah, they are robots and they're cool and they're just dudes. Yeah, most understood by fandom. Cool robot dudes.
I almost feel like I should put it above Dadbert.
Yeah.
They're just robot
Honestly.
guys. Like they're kind of in the Maple Hoof territory.
They're
They're just guys.
Okay, I take it back. We shouldn't have deleted any of them because I feel like if we went through and deleted them, we would have deleted the robot dudes, and this is funny.
Yeah. They're just little guys. Oh. So what else are we doing? Who's next?
Rose?
Okay. Where are you wanting to put her?
I think she can go in like high, somewhat understood. I think people
Above Calliope? Below
I think
Calliope?
I think even above Nepeta.
Oh, whoa. She is just like an emo goth chick.
Yeah, I think people mostly get her unless you're in that one deranged subreddit.
Real. Pretty much. Yeah, no, I feel like a lot of people get Rose pretty right. Like she's just kind of like a goth lesbian. Like she's just chilling.
Yeah. I think the only thing that would bring her down is the babifying of characters and making her literally only a lesbian or making her like super mega feminine when she's just like more like emo elegant.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. Where should I
People
put
also kind of forget huh?
Where should I put Cal? Should I put him in shithead?
Yeah, so Cal can go to shithead. I think the other thing with Rose too is people kind of forget. They think she's like one note and super serious, and forget that she can in fact, joke and be a shithead.
Yeah. Yeah, she really can be a shithead. I like her though. Like she's cool.
Yeah.
Who? Oh my god. Pfeffery.
Pfeffery going in least understood by fandom. Everyone thinks she's so great and nice and sweet, and she's the fakest bitch I've ever met.
I need to like actually get her. I hate her so much.
People who ship Solix Pfeffery, you're wrong for that. They're not a good relationship. Solix is just sitting there being depressed, and he literally says, "Why do you like me?" He can't comprehend it. He can't understand it. And Pfeffery, in fact, only likes him because he saved her life, and it'll eventually one day wear off, and she won't like him anymore. And I can guarantee she would start to treat him exactly the same as she started to treat Aridin, because she only had a relationship with Aridin because Aridin was useful to her.
She's such a piece of shit. Guys, she's not good.
She is a fucking bitch pretending like she is so nice and kind. she has her whole thing. She's like, oh, I'm saving the cuttlefish. I'm taking care of them. She's putting them in cages. It doesn't matter the fact that the cages bars are too big and they just swim out. She is still putting them in cages. It was like, Hussey's really bad at writing, and he also hated Pfeffery, so he didn't write that much for Pfeffery. And like that's why she died when she did, is because he didn't want to keep writing Pfeffery. But it was pretty obvious that Pfeffery was supposed to be a fake nice bitch, and that's something he actually wrote correctly because he knows how to write assholes. It's the only thing he knows how to write.
It really is. It's because he's an asshole.
Write what you know, they say.
Real. And he sure did.
I think Mina can go in most understood by fandom. I think she's been very upfront about it, so people just like, yeah, she's a bitch and she's upfront about it. Above Porum. Actually, move.
I agree. I think
move Porum under Caliborn also.
All right. Who next?
I think Rufio could go into somewhat understood by fandom. Or no. He's least understood. We had a whole conversation. A lot of fandom thinks Rufio is like a super mega asshole because of the whole cheating thing, and they fail to realize that like the whole thing is like it's more about the bravery again. It's a rehash of Tavros on like everyone thinks Rufio's brave and cool, and he's not. He's still a coward, and he was absolutely terrified of actually breaking up with Damara because Damara would break all of his bones.
Pretty much. Should I put him before Jane? Or like where should I put him? Should I put him with like above Kankri?
I think he's less understood than I think he's around the Cronus range, yeah.
Above Kankri or below Kankri?
I think below Kankri.
They've been separated.
They've been separated. Yeah, like Damara would break all his bones. Did in fact break all his bones because she did find out he was cheating. And then, but the thing is that you can see continued with the relationship, the snippet we see of him and Horus, where several times he tries to break up with Horus and it just doesn't work, and he just kind of gives up and gives in, and he's just kind of a sad, pathetic loser. And it's like he's not that malicious. Like he still did a shitty thing, but not in the entirely super shitty like lens that people perceive. It's just because he's a coward and he was scared. And it feels a little victim blamey, you know? Like if like a girl like was cheating on her abusive partner, people would be like, yeah, girl, start working your way away from that abusive relationship. But you know, he's a guy, and it wasn't gone into that much depth, you know?
Double standards.
Yeah.
Who next?
I guess in that lens we could go with Damara and put her in least understood, and it's actually funny. I feel like on the higher end above Matuna.
I'm gonna put her above Matuna but below Jane.
Yeah. It's also funny because you can also take this literally, as in she speaks Google Translate Japanese, so no one knows what the fuck she's saying ever, and it's.
I don't know. I was gonna say something. I don't know.
Funny enough, considering that we talked about like Dave being on the lower end of somewhat understood, I think Dirk can be like. I think the fandom mostly gets Dirk. I think they understand Dirk.
There?
Yeah.
I think he belongs at the end, though.
Yeah.
He's kind of a piece of shit. People do like ooh-ooify him a lot too, though.
Yeah, but that's every Homestuck character.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like he gets more ooh-ooified than some of the other guys, so he's gonna be at the end. But I feel like they're like, yeah, he's just like a fucking anime shithead.
Uh-huh.
What about Hal?
I think Hal. I think he goes above Dirk in understoodness. Like, there's not enough of him going on that like people can really get it wrong, but they don't not give a shit, you know?
Yeah. Like, a lot of people give a shit about Hal. And I guess a lot of people, like, see him as, like, an AI that's trying to gain sentience, which I guess is right. So, yeah, I guess they get him.
I think Latula can go in the fandom doesn't give a shit.
Fuck. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
You said Latula?
Yes.
I feel like the fandom does give a shit about her, though.
I mean, I don't think they give enough of a shit to give right or wrong takes.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really heard any takes on her. Like, they really only give a shit about her, I feel like, when they're talking about her in conjunction with, like, Matuna or Kankri.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's kind of turned into an accessory or, like, a means of a ship, you know?
I'm only talking about shipping. So Mulin, the other cat girl, I think she's more understood than Nepeta, but I feel like she could go in the. I think she and Nepeta can hold hands in the tier list. Like, she is the one, she's actually on the higher end of actually is uwu cat girl, and I think that people mostly just, like, do that, and they just extend it to Nepeta when they shouldn't, because it's like, that's Mulin, because Mulin was raised on the non-violence funny planet.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I agree. Where she is pretty much just uwu cat girl.
Yeah. I think Kurlos also can go in that as well, like either somewhat or most understood. Just because, like, yeah, he's there, he's being evil, he's doing his thing, he's doing weird voodoo shit.
Can him and Mulin hold hands?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the, like, ancestors, the alpha trolls, I feel like they
most
definitely didn't have as much as, like, everyone else.
A lot of them are, like, barely existing, so there's less to get wrong, but when they get it wrong, they get it wrong.
Yeah, it really is. They're really either in, like, I mean, they're spread, but, like, it's you either get them and it fits, and, like, everyone has their own, like, little headcanons for them that, like, fits in the character, or you know nothing about them.
Yeah. I see New Vriska there in the bottom. She definitely belongs in fandom, does not give a shit.
Where?
Right next to Grimdark Jade.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, here we go. Fandom doesn't even give a shit. I feel like she gets put next to Latula, though. Because there's a lot of Vriska fans who will, like, use her as, like, you know,
ship fodder.
Yeah, that and, like, to like talk about, like, actual Vriska.
Yeah.
So I feel like they give more of a shit, but, like, less of a shit than Latula. As in, she's, like, not her own person.
Yeah. Homestuck writing is so great.
Where does Grimdark Jade go?
I don't remember anything she really did.
Neither
but
do
I feel like in my bones that the fandom did something dirty to her. I feel like they did her wrong somehow.
I feel it too, but I really don't remember anything she did.
We'll put it in do not remember, but as a footnote, But as a footnote for everyone watching this in the future or whatever, because I want to upload this to our channel because I think it's funny.
I agree.
Footnote: I feel like the fandom did her dirty somehow.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I don't remember anything, but she feels wronged.
I think I don't know how to pronounce her name, but so I'll just say older Vriska, her ancestor, right?
Arania?
Arania, thank you. I didn't remember how to say it. Anyway, Arania, I think she goes in fandom doesn't give a shit. Even like I feel like there are people who get her wrong. She gets woobified, even though she's a bitch. Your mic is staticking again. Hi. I think you cut out again. Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, is it fine now?
Yeah, for now. Oh, dude, your mic. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna scream and cry and throw up.
I'm so sorry that your mic is deciding to do this to you.
It's not the mic, it's the cord, I think.
Oh.
I'm having to prop it up. I think it works better when
Oh.
it's at a more of an angle.
Oh,
It's an
so
old
it's on its
cord.
way. It's on its way out. The cord's on its way out.
Yeah, but the cord's detachable. I can just buy a new cord.
Oh, okay, sick. So it's fixable soon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. What about normal Jade? I don't
know.
I don't usually see many takes on her at all, really?
I mean, I see a lot of takes on her, but it's always Homestuck 2 after the epilogues, and we're not going off
we're not
of
talking
that.
about that.
I honestly weirdly feel like the fandom pretty much gets her.
Other than, the woobifying, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, they're like, oh.
I honestly kind of want to put her in somewhat understood, but at the top.
I think that's right, because they just kind of forget little things. They go into her being narcoleptic, and they forget she's only narcoleptic because of Vriska. That's not a personality trait or a character trait of hers. That's being forced upon her.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much.
And then people again just think she's really super nice, and it's no, she can also be kind of an asshole bitch. She's just energetic.
Yeah. I mean, I think I agree. I think they get a lot of elements right, but they miss some of the little things.
Yeah, which I mean, Homestuck's really long and convoluted, and again, shittily written, so I can't blame anyone.
Yeah. Do you want to do Horus, the Last Alpha Troll?
Yeah, I think Horus can go in least understood as well, because people are just either least understood or doesn't even care, because people don't fucking talk about him being shitty in the relationship with Rufio, because they like to shit on Rufio.
Yeah. I mean, people get him in the fact that he really is just a weird horse guy, but when it comes to the relationship stuff and how he acts sometimes, I think I agree, and they don't get him in that way. I kind of want to put him above what?
Low end understood, perhaps?
Yeah, see, I maybe after Dave?
Yeah, after Dave.
'Cause yeah, he's a gross horse guy, like Equius. But he has the other shit going on that people just ignore or think he's fine for. Speaking of Horus, do you want to do Equius?
Yeah, also, I think we should stop putting characters in the I do not remember or know them because it's getting really bloated. And I think we can just be like, okay, anyone who's at the bottom at the end, we don't care.
Yeah. Um. Do you?
I think
People
Equus
get
might
Equus.
belong. I think that, yeah, I think he might either be a really high end, somewhat understood, or low end, most understood.
I weirdly almost want to put him like here,
Mm-hmm.
like above Porum.
Obviously, there are still some things that people miss, but I think he's overall people get it.
People get him. He's like a weird fucking sweaty horse guy, and I think they're right.
Yeah.
I think he's a little gross.
Some people like they miss like the why or whatever, or like the specific little things, but like overall, yeah, they get it.
They get it. He's fine. Who next? Do we want to do the last beta kid? Do we want to do John, or do we want to save John for later? Because I feel like there's a whole thing.
Do we really want to get into the whole thing though?
Not really. I kind of just.
I think we should disregard that because, like we said, we're disregarding.
Oh yeah, we're disregarding all of that. So like, just canon John. I still feel like he's not. People make him nicer than he is.
Yeah, he is an asshole.
He's a
shithead. Like a little
shithead.
stupid asshole who, yeah. I think he can go in somewhat because, like, he kind of is just like a weird, boring little guy. So people kind of get that, but the people forget that he's an asshole.
Do we want to put him in somewhat? Because if I put him in somewhat, I want to put him at the very end. See, I'd either put him in somewhat at the very end or least at the very top.
Somewhat at the very end, I think, is where he belongs.
Okay. All right.
We could definitely at some point go all into Homestuck 2, go into all of that shit, but not now.
I hate Homestuck 2, and I like choose to ignore the fact that it exists. So I don't know if I even want to go.
I will say really quick for you, for anyone who wants to come for us for saying John or anything. 1, fuck yourself. 2, I would like to inform you that Andrew Hussey in fact deleted the tweet confirming that June is canon. So I don't know, go beef with him. He's an asshole.
He's an asshole, and also when I was younger, I also had canon that John was trans mask. So
I just think it's funny if John was a trans man and that's why he's in denial about being gay, because it comes across really funny to me. He's like, Dave, I can't do it. I can't be gay too.
I think he's a piece of shit though.
Yeah, no,
I like
totally.
want to noogie him and then like watch movies together and then like bully him a little. I hate to admit, I have the same exact movie taste. I love Con Air. Like, Little Monsters?
John,
whoa.
Do you think he would like or hate the movie Old?
I think he would hate the movie Old. I don't think anyone has the capability of liking the movie Old.
I think Dave might like the movie Old, but not because it's good.
I don't know. I feel like Dave would like Killer Clowns from Outer Space and like the stuff, but I still think he would hate the movie Old.
No, I think Dave would like Old, but like because it's like not in a horror movie sense, in a this shit is so stupid it's funny sense. And he's like, John, look at this lady's bones break really fast.
Okay, maybe you're right. I feel like maybe you're right. He would ironically like it, and then he would some like random shit would happen, and he would go like, "Oh my god, this is just like the beach from the movie Old."
Yeah.
Okay, no, you're right. He would be like, "Oh my god," like he would drop his chicken nugget, and he would be like, "Oh, this is just like the fucking beach from the movie Old."
he decided to be gross because none of the utensils in his house are clean because he lives in an abusive hellhole, and he would just be eating macaroni salad with his bare hands, and he'd be crying a little, and he'd be like, "It's just like the beach from old."
You're so right. Okay, no, you're so right. I feel like you've seen that movie at least 4 times. I think it's a form of self-torture.
I think he watched it once by himself because he thought he heard something about it, and he's like, it can't be that bad, and it was that bad, and then he's like, okay, I need to make each of my friends individually watch it with me and see how they react intensely.
Pretty much.
Are there any other characters? Yeah, we still got some trolls in there that we can rate. So like,
we have trolls and most of the beta kids. I guess half of the beta kids.
I think people get Roxy.
I kind of want to put her below Dirk though.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. Below Dirk.
What about Jake?
He kind of feels like a somewhat.
Yeah, but like where?
I
feel like maybe below Jane. Like he's definitely Jane is still number 1. Is he below Mayor?
I think below Rose.
You think below Rose, or like right here
above Carlos? Yeah.
I'm also gonna be really honest. I don't really interact with Jake that much. I haven't since I was like 14.
I think the only real discussions like about Jake are just there, like anything that may be arguing about his character or just like, is he gay or not?
Yeah.
Which he obviously isn't. He goes on about being into blue ladies all the time.
Yeah.
Which people can say content all they want, but Hussey's not that good of a writer.
He really isn't. I really think he just made him into blue ladies because it was funny.
Yeah. I think there's not that much else to like misunderstand with him. He's just a funny little guy who's like really into like Tomb Raider shit. He likes his movies. He is like adventurous but also cowardly in a way.
Who wears short shorts? He wears short shorts.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry.
So yeah, no, I think he belongs where he belongs. I think Kanaya can go kind of like the same place as Rose. I think they get to hold hands too. Hands.
Is she above or below? I feel like she's above. I feel like she's below Rose.
I think she's below because I think people also kind of mollify her.
Yeah.
And I get it's because of her class, but I think she really she's kind of the mom friend, but she feels like the most anti-mom. She
really does. I honestly like her and Porum are like both feel like that, where they're like anti-mom.
Yeah. Wait, even then, she's not really that much of a mom friend, really. Mm-mm. She's kind of just a fancy lady who is also a bitch and also gay. I'm looking at some of the trolls we still have left, and I'm like, oh boy, the conversation.
Yeah. We're really saving some of the ones for last, huh?
It wasn't even on purpose, really. It's just I didn't want to talk about them yet. I need to take a little drink. I see you've put Tavros where he belongs. I think Tavros can go above Pfeffery, though.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like people just get Pfeffery so wrong when it's like so obvious that she's a mean bitch, you know?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So, okay, let's explain Tavros. So, yeah, Tavros has the same issue where everyone woobifies him, right? Like every Homestuck character. But in Tavros, it's worse because everyone thinks like, oh, if Tavros just got like his arc, if his arc happened and he got to like get real confidence, he would be better. No, you're wrong for that, guys. If Tavros got like a hint of confidence, he would probably immediately become what everyone thinks Cronus really is.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would be grabbing people's asses. He would be flirting relentlessly. He would be the biggest asshole ever.
He needed to be bullied. He's still not good, but he needed to be bullied.
He's better as a coward who's like could be stepped on than as someone who has confidence.
I agree. I mean, like, he really is just an incel.
Yeah, like if you were nice to him once, I think he would try and grab your ass. And then you'd punch him in the mouth and he'd be like, why?
Why are you so mean to me? Pretty much. He really looks like someone who would sexually assault me.
Homestuck Twitter doesn't like to admit it because they just like his mohawk and cute fangs.
I mean, I would say he's cute, but I really can't look at him without seeing him.
Yeah. Yeah. Rufio is definitely way better than him. Everyone should be like, Rufio is the baby one instead. But it's no, everyone hates Rufio because of his cheating thing. But it's like, it's for the same reason. It's that he's a coward. Rufio is the one who would be genuinely improved if he had gotten courage.
Yeah, he would. He really would.
I mean, and then we see that as a genuine fact because Summoner is just Rufio with courage, and he's cool.
He is cool. He really is. He really is. Okay, who's next?
I think we could put Aradia in like either understood or just understood. Yeah, she's a weird girl. She likes spooky things and archaeology.
Yeah, where I kind of want to put her like.
I think she goes above Equius, and
yeah, I think she's right there. Cause like I think people like really get Caliborn.
Yeah,
but like.
Really, the only thing there is to misunderstand about her is like maybe possible relationship status that was like left vague anyway. So it's like it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
but her as a person, people get it.
Yeah, no, I have to agree, especially like when she's alive. Anyway,
even when she's dead, I think people just get her.
Yeah. Okay, so. We have the trolls left. Who next?
Yeah. Oh, the dread creeping in.
Uh-huh. Dear God.
Let's do Carcat. Let's Carcat. I think he might be a high somewhat. I think people kind of mostly get him.
Is he holding hands with Jade or Rose?
Yeah, I think he gets to hold hands with Jade.
Hold hands with Jade and Mayor. Yeah, no, I feel like people like usually tend to get Carcat. I feel like he's an easy character to understand, though.
Yeah, and he also got so much screen time that if like you don't get him, you're probably an idiot.
Yeah. Like, He's a strong goal. I love him.
Hi, someone tuned into stream. If you have any questions about our current listing, feel free to
Oh
say.
yeah,
I
feel
am
free to
watching the chat
ask.
intensely. We can re-explain anything, but this will be going up on our YouTube channel. So if you just want to rewatch it when it's live, cool.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh God. We really say. Can I? Let's do Terezi.
Yeah, Terezi. I don't think people get her wrong either.
I think she belongs in somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Huh. I. Okay, my heart of hearts want to say she's holding hands with Carlos and Jake. But at the same time, it's either she's holding hands with Carlos and Jake, or she's holding hands with Mayor and Rose.
I think maybe Marin Rose. I think that she has enough screen time that people like they get her.
Yeah. Like she yeah. I think
She's
falls.
pretty. She's not like masking or anything really. She's kind of an open character, and like what she has going on is it's pretty like it's there to see.
Yeah. I feel like she's holding hands with Mayor and Rose, and like some people forget some stuff about her.
Uh-huh.
But like they pretty much like they get the gist.
Yeah.
Okay. Dread.
Well, we can talk about my baby girl, Solix. Definitely goes and least understood by fandom. You're all wrong about Solix. I'm the only one who knows him.
Where does he go?
He's definitely going. I think.
Is he holding hands with Cronus?
I think he used to hold hands with Cronus. Yeah.
Aww. People make him like a stupid gamer boy who like smells like pee and monster.
Yeah. I personally think this is just headcanon for me. It's not like canon. I personally think he is a total neat freak. He may not be organized, but I think he would wash his hands like 47 times a day, and when he touches anything that like is the bad texture, he'd be like, eh.
I have to agree. And like I feel like he didn't get too much stuff about him.
He
Like,
doesn't really
like
have that much screen time.
What?
I said, yeah, he doesn't really have that much screen time.
And I feel like most of his screen time is like talking about his relationships.
It is, and then people don't even understand that. It's just kind of he's. Also, I wouldn't say his character is like written well, because a lot of the things when he's on screen is, haha, he's bipolar.
Yeah.
So I'm taking away from I take him away from Andrew Hussey. Andrew Hussey does not deserve him. He is mine. I am the only one who truly knows him. All of my headcanons are actually 100% true and accurate. Anyway, so he's kind of like just really sad. He's really nihilistic. He's kind of depressed. He's not really that cool, but kind of is, in the sense like, you know, everyone kind of likes him for whatever reason, for like he can't understand, because he's very open and honest that he's an asshole, but he's an asshole in a way that's like nice. Like he'll be very mean to you and call you an idiot, but then he'll come and just give you a brand new computer.
Yeah. It's like too much work for you to just like complain about it to him. So he's just like, fucking fine, here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, people kind of just dilute him to like weird little gamer rat man.
Which I really feel like he's not. Like, he really isn't.
Mm-hmm. People also, I guess because Nepeta exists and Nepeta like makes cat puns, they're like, haha, Solix loves bees, when his literal only interaction with the bees was cutting their hive in half and not giving a single shit about it.
Literally. It really was. He said, fuck y'all bees.
He really didn't care. And that, I think he's a pretty easygoing guy, other than the fact that he's pretty nihilistic, which he hears the voices of the fucking dead. I can't really blame him for being so down and sour, especially because he's especially as down and sour as he is in canon, because, he has the premonitions of doom. He knows he's gonna die. So, he's sad.
Yeah, pretty much.
But he's also he likes to tease Carcat. He likes to have a little fun with his friends, his little goon squad. He sends his friends stupid viruses, but very, very much says, "Don't open it. It's a virus. Don't fucking do it." And then they do it anyway because they don't trust him, because they're like, "Solix is an asshole. I bet he's lying to me." And then Solix wasn't lying.
That's funny though.
It is funny. Alright, so Gamzee.
I feel like he's either here or here.
Do you want to explain? Because I've been talking a lot.
Okay, so yeah, he's a gross little guy, and a lot of people understand he's a gross little guy, but especially when you get into him sober and stuff, I feel like people just don't get what he is.
I feel like Gamzee isn't even understood by the narrative. I feel like even Hussey doesn't understand him, because we can talk about this in the punishment for both Gamzee and Vriska are known murderers. They have murdered several people, but both the fandom and the characters in comic treat these characters very differently, where Vriska is girl boss and eventually forgiven, and Gamzee is a sad little deranged man who needs to be locked in the fridge for whatever reason. But they both murdered people.
Yeah, and Vriska did it genuinely because she wanted to kill people, and Gamzee was literally just having a mental break.
Yeah.
He just went apeshit. And I feel
we had a manic episode and he's punished for it.
Yeah, obviously don't kill people, but the culture that you guys lived in, people are being killed. What is the difference between him and Vriska, other than Vriska was doing it out of genuine malice?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like a lot of people don't get Gamzee because they're haha, nah. Yeah,
he even when during his manic break, he wasn't doing anything out of malice. He thought it was religious, and he was sending people to the fucking god, and he genuinely thought it was he was doing a good thing. And I mean, he kind of technically was, because of how the plot went. He needed to do what he did for the timeline to happen how it does, and everything had to happen how it did. So realistically, an Endgame, not epilogue, but the Endgame where everyone's being forgiven, John does his retcon shit, whatever, right? And they're reviving people and stuff. The fact that they keep Gamzee locked in the fridge, when at that point they have an understanding of everything happened how it did because it had to, and they're still going to punish him for having a fucking manic break.
It's a little upsetting, and he deserved a little better. And I feel a lot of people just don't get it.
I think he was just put in the fridge because Hussey didn't want to write him anymore.
Pretty much. I mean, a lot of shit like that happens. Hussey will kill off characters because he doesn't want to write him anymore, or he'll lock him in the fridge, or he'll do whatever.
Yeah, which Hussey really just said, "I don't want to write for this character. Why did you put them in your comic?"
Literally. I'm still really torn between somewhat understood and least understood.
Okay, now that we've had the full rant, he can go at least understood. I think even under Jane.
Whoa. Yeah, people don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's sad. People get the stoner thing, but literally nothing else.
Mm-hmm. They don't even really get his clown things, because when people do redesigns or whatever, they up his clown stuff even more, and it's he's not really
clown. He is a juggalo.
Yeah. He's a juggalo. He isn't even worshipping clowns. He's worshipping the fucking ICP.
Don't tell him, though.
Don't tell him. Don't fucking tell him.
Okay, on to Vriska. So, I honestly think Vriska might be a somewhat understood character. It's just people have come up with, like, different outcomes and, like, how their perspective on her is taken, on, like, whether she deserves forgiveness or whether she... Your mic is staticking. On whether she, like, deserves forgiveness or, like, whether she did nothing wrong, blah, 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 something about culture, and, like, but the people fail to, like, understand in comparison to all the other trolls. Like, if what she was doing was actually so normal, even for trolls, why would they all fucking hate her so much?
Yeah. She was not gaslight gatekeep girl boss. She was actually just a bitch.
Yeah, and she kind of, like, there are times where everyone thinks, oh, she's, like, this master manipulator and, like, doing all this stuff. She kind of wasn't. She was, like,
just
really...
fumbled her way through.
Yeah, and she used her mind control powers, which isn't manipulating, like, in the smart sense. It's just manipulation in a literal sense.
Pretty much.
She, in fact, herself was manipulated by Doc Scratch very easily. Doc Scratch just said, well, I know you're going to do it. And then Vriska, like, literally the next page over is like, well, I'm not going to prove him wrong out of spite. I'm going to do what I want to do because I want to do it. And it's like, yeah, sure, babe, tell yourself that.
Pretty much. Like, yeah. People think she's way better of a person than she is, and, like, I'm not gonna judge anyone for liking her, like, as a character, but, like, please acknowledge that she is a piece of shit and she wasn't gaslight gatekeep girl boss, you know?
Yeah, I again, you can like any character you want. Obviously, I love Solix. Everyone in this fucking comic is an asshole. They're all shit. They're all kind of shittily written.
I'm a Homestuck fan. I can't judge you for liking anything. But, like, you gotta at least know. You gotta be aware.
I'll judge you if you're not aware. Like I'll judge the Killing Stalking fan base for thinking it's a genuine romance.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the only thing I'll judge you for, is if you're not aware. Or, like, are aware and are like, no, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we're dreading it a lot, but, like, honestly, Vriska explanation, nice and clean, over quick.
Harridan,
also least understood. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, but, like, where is he?
I think, honestly, he might have to hold hands with Fefri, which is funny.
Okay, are we putting him at the very bottom, or are we putting him in between Fefri and Tavros? Because I don't feel like he gets to go there. I feel like he's holding hands with, like, Tavros and the Sprites.
I think he's holding hands with Tavros and the Sprites.
Like...
The only thing people get about him is that he's an asshole. Yeah.
They don't get why he's an asshole or, like, anything else. Cause go ahead.
Like, they like going on about, like, oh, he's like troll Hitler, when no, he's not. He's lying. It's again, it's the masking thing that Dave does, and everyone took it seriously, but for Aridin it's worse. Because his culture, he is raised to believe that he is legitimately better than everyone else. He has all this fucking classism shit. It's like with Equius, but it's not a fetish for him. So with Aridin, it's he has to think he's better than everyone else. That's also why he's so committed to his relationship with Fefri, because he thought they're like meant to be together. They were hatched for each other, and he's just doing his best to live by what he fucking knows. And what he knows is, like, he legitimately likes his other friends. He does. But because of how their society is, he has to front and think, I can only interact with them if I pretend that I hate them and I want to kill them. So he bugs Riska and like Equius about like fucking doomsday machines and shit. But like the thing is he legitimately got like a fucking machine. If he wanted to fucking kill everyone, if he was actually serious, then he would have just fucking done it. Or if he wanted to kill everyone, all he would have to do is stop feeding Fefri's stupid parent, and then it would like scream a little, and then bam, a bunch of people die. He didn't want to actually genuinely kill anyone because he liked them. He just can't admit it.
He liked them, and like, I'm pretty sure Fefri said this in comic, that she thought he was just doing it for attention. She was right. He's like Cronus in that sense of that they just like want attention and don't know how to get it. They're like a child throwing a tantrum. You know?
Again, he is a child. He's only 13.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. They're like a toddler throwing a tantrum. Because they don't, and their social skills, because of the society that they grew up in, isn't right. So he's literally just doing things that he knows and that he was raised to believe that I don't even think he truly believes.
He doesn't. And even that on, like, what you just said on, like, Fefri, that's even more reason why she belongs at the fucking bottom. Because Fefri said that, right? Fefri said, oh, I think he's just doing it for attention. And then, like, later, when she's breaking up with him, flipped and said he's the biggest piece of shit ever and the worst person ever. When she knows that he's not, she's just saying that because she doesn't want to fucking deal with him anymore. And people still think she's an uwu baby. And she's fucking not.
Pretty much. Like, and so many people think the Amporas are, like, dog shit. But it's like, they're really just, like, sad children.
Yeah, and like Aridin and like Solix fighting, like Aridin not liking Solix, it didn't even start out that bad until Fefri fed into it because it's fucking Fefri. So Aridin was just like, oh, I don't really want to hear about Solix, he's a drama machine. He's right, Solix is a drama machine. So he's like, I don't want to hear about that guy. And then Fefri snaps at him and fucking yells at him to not talk about Solix like that because Solix saved her life and she loves him.
Pretty much.
So yeah, the fact that like that shit said to his face like in the breakup like happening, of course he would grow to resent Solix more and be bitter. He doesn't. And then him on like why he wanted to try and like, you know, give up hope, which was like a literary whatever, haha, Prince giving up hope, whatever, right? But him wanting to give up and just being like, I think we should go like get to the enemy, like again, he's still just a child and he's grasping for like the only way he thinks he and his friends could stay alive. And it like makes sense in his situation on like why he would think, well, if we go join the bad guys, then he doesn't have a reason to kill us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was it a stupid idea? Yes. Would he have gotten killed? Yes. Would he have led everyone else to getting killed? Yes. But his thought process makes sense, and he's not a bad person for thinking that.
I agree. Now again, wish he didn't do all that shit. Like, the genocide, but like, it is what it is. They're all shitty.
Yeah, is other also like his reason like on why he's like I should kill all the fucking land trolls was because they were polluting the ocean, which is a valid reason to get kind of pissy. And he even though they're literally destroying his home, filling it with garbage, he still didn't genuinely want to kill them.
Yeah. Is there anyone else that we want to put? Cause
if we really wanted to, we could go on about like the more ancestors, but like,
I feel like there really isn't enough context for them.
Yeah, I think that they're like kind of irrelevant, so it's like whatever.
And I feel like the fandom really doesn't give a shit about them too much.
Yeah.
Especially all of the Luci.
Mm-hmm.
No one really cares. Yeah, I mean, the only other one that I could think that...
there's Doc Scratch?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's Doc Scratch that.
I recently saw a take that people think that he is a pedophile because he was manipulating the girls specifically.
Yeah.
When he's just a villain making things happen as they need to happen so he can be born. So I think he can go into least understood or shithead. He might belong in, he's a shithead, but I think like as he's written, he's just a villain doing villain things. He's not a fucking pedophile, guys.
I agree. Where should I put him though? Like,
I think he's a low least understood.
is he holding hands with Pfeffery? Is he holding hands with Slugs?
Don't make him hold hands with Slugs. I think he can go above Aradia. Because I think people mostly get him. It's sorry, Damara.
Okay, here.
I think people mostly get him, but like, yeah, he's just a villain doing his villain thing, and then there's some deranged subsect that think he's a fucking pedophile when literally nothing ever happened ever. Like, there's nothing sexual with him ever at all. He's just doing his villain thing.
Pretty much. He's just going. Yeah, I think that's everyone that we like should cover, because like I don't think these guys really care. Or these guys really matter. Yeah. So I guess we can move on to the tier list of where we're rating them from best to worst character. I'm a little excited. Okay. Don't look at my tabs.
F11 real quick. Whoa.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay, so this time we're not gonna put every single character, and I do not remember if they're like kind of irrelevant. Like the green people can stay in the bottom; they don't matter.
Yeah, I don't know how to delete them either, so I'm just gonna.
They're just gonna stay there. It's fine.
In the bottom. Yeah.
Can I say real quick? Nepeta F tier because deleting other characters from existence, they become a new entity, and then they do fucking nothing.
Nepeta?
Dave Peta.
Oh, Dave Peta. That's what I was like, what? Where?
Right next to Jazz.
F tier.
Yeah.
Can I also put like Aerosol in F tier?
Yeah. I feel like Aerosol is above Dave Peta, but like the motherfucker didn't do anything other than be like, I want to die, but doesn't kill self.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's.
Also, the horn design for the troll sprites are fucking whack. Aerosol's design looks disgusting because of that.
God awful.
Like I would redraw that. I would change the design of Aerosol sprite and I'd make it better, and then I'd kiss him a little.
Why didn't they just give him 2 Aridin horns?
Right? That would be the fucking logical choice, but no, gotta stick with a stupid theme that doesn't even make sense anyway.
I mean, they might have done it because Solix is half and half, but like, come on.
Well, no, they did it with everyone, because if you look at the Pfeffery Nepeta, it has a Nepeta and a Pfeffery horn.
Oh.
It was just because Hussey's bad at making fusion characters. Hussey doesn't know how to make a fusion.
Bruh. Yeah, okay.
On that note, the other sprites can probably just go, and I do not fucking care, other than, I think, Tavris gets the F. I think Tavris deserves F.
I'm just gonna leave them down here.
Okay.
Because we don't really have a I don't care. We have a I don't remember them, but like...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Huh.
Surprisingly enough, I think Caliborn actually gets to go into a higher slot because him as a character, he's funny, he's a villain, he's doing what he does. I don't think he's a Chad, but I think he's a good character. Like, he's just a weird little goblin man. I don't think he's S tier. He's not S tier. I think he's a solid B.
Yeah, I think he's a solid B. He is what he is.
He is what he is, and it's written well considering that it's Homestuck.
Yeah. With that aside, where should I put Calliope?
I
kind of want to put her in C.
I think she's C. She's inoffensive, but not like good.
Yeah, like she's kind of not fun. Can I put Theffery in F?
Absolutely.
Where the fuck is she? Where is she? There you are. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I think Kinkry deserves to go in F just for the trans blood comment alone. That gives him
I'm gonna
F.
put him in high F though.
Yeah.
Like I fucking hate him, but like he is a guy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I do like him for shipping fodder sometimes.
Yeah.
I love Cronus. I like him for shipping fodder.
I think John's high C.
I don't know. I think John's low B. I think he's fun. I think he's a piece of shit. And like I want to beat him up sometimes, but I think he's fun.
I guess he does have fun moments. I like that he really shittily codes.
Yeah, I like his like movie shit.
Mm.
Like
I like that he's deranged and doesn't know it.
Yeah, like I think he's fun.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Low B.
He's writing on your walls. He's fun. Can I put Bro in like F right above Theffery?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So are we doing how good of a character they are, or how much we like them?
I think it's a mix. I think they're belonging where they belong in our hearts for different reasons.
Okay, yeah.
Because Caliborn is there because of the character, and also he's fun. It's not how good of a person he is. It's the character is good, and also he's kind of funny. But like he's not a Chad. I say it again. I don't like him as a person.
Yeah, no, we don't like him. He's a fun character.
Yeah.
As a person, we would hate him.
Calliope as a person, I'd say is B, because like she's still like fucking mean. She's deranged and weird, but she's nicer. Yeah,
I could tolerate her.
Yeah, I could like maybe hang out with her like once a month or whatever, and it'd be fine.
Okay, I like Equius. Hold on.
I like Equius too, but I think he might be C. Yeah.
Like, I like him, but he's so fucking gross.
He is. I think Nepeta gets to be A tier.
Oh, I agree. No, I agree. I kind of fucking love Nepeta. She's like a weird cat girl who horsey troll good. So true, bestie. I love him, but he is so gross.
Yeah, he is so gross.
He's so gross.
I do like it.
That's the only reason why he's not in like A or B is because he's so gross, and I hate his room.
Yeah.
I love Nepeta though. I think she's really fun. She's like a fucking deranged feral cat girl, and it delights me. If she was a human person and got to consume warrior cats, she would have been the girl to like try and be like the clan leader on the playground, and then like try and get the other kids to like LARP warrior cats with her while she's at school.
Okay,
she's the kind of girl to like piss at you.
She would try and get the other kids to LARP with her, which may or may not be successful, but she absolutely would be, in fact, clan leader on the playground.
She would be clan leader. I feel like she would
beat the
fight
shit out
with
of
the
everyone.
wolf clan leader too. You know, like the
and
wolf
she'd win.
kids. Yeah, she'd win. Like, they would get in a physical fight and she would win. And I love her for that.
Yeah. I want to put Solix in S tier.
I do love him.
I love him so bad, and also he was really good for the team. He did what he needed to. He was accepting the fact that he even needed to die for it. He's just based.
He is based.
And depressed.
He is based and depressed. Can I put Maplehoof in S?
Yes. We can. Solix is not in 2 tier. Oh, wait a minute. I had a moment. Sorry. Mia, Solix, Kitty. Woo. Horse wins. Horse does win. Aqueous would be fine with it. Aqueous would be like, I'm okay with being C tier because the horse is an S tier.
Real? Maplehoof is just a little baby, and I love her. Can I put Mare in like A tier?
Yeah.
I like Mare. I think he's fun. He's an asshole, and he annoys me sometimes, but I like him.
I think Carlos might. Carlos.
I want to put him
C
in
or B. Yeah, you see? Yeah, C.
I want to put him like after Aqueous, but before Calliope.
I guess this is where we can finally kind of get into like more of the stuff, because like we kind of touched on stuff a little bit in the other tier list, but Carlos kind of just is a racial stereotype, and that's it. He shows up and La Cucaracha plays ominously in the distance somehow, and he does voodoo magic. So
I like him though.
I do think he's cool and neat, but he sure is just yeah.
Yeah. He is a bone clown.
A bone clown, yeah. I like Bone Clown. If he was just a cool bone clown, I'd be like, yeah, S tier.
Yeah, really. Can I put Matuna in S? Can him and Solix hold hands?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, I think
they did like a. They both carried their teams. They both did what they needed to, and they can hold hands. He's cool.
Hands. Matuna's just like such a funky little guy, and I love him.
Should we get Cronus out of the way and see if we lose our one viewer over this take? Because I don't think they were here for the other tier.
I love him. I love him so much.
Okay, so for the other tier list, so you weren't here. Listen. Okay, no, base. Yeah, Cronus is good. Cronus is good.
I love him so bad.
We said it last time. Cronus is like one of the least bad trolls. He's the only one who doesn't slur. He's also funny. Yes. Matuna just said, "I hate you. Your music is shit." And Cronus said, fair enough. He's fine with it. He's so cool and fine.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He is a piece of shit. He's like
yes,
still
he is.
mean. He's still so mean. But like, when you take him in account to all of the other characters and how everyone else is a mean asshole at the same time, he's like not one of the worst ones. Everyone hates him, and it's like a meme. Even in the thing, like when Hussey is in there, he is like, Cronus is the worst character, but he's really not. And I love him, and he's my funny greaser boy, and he's my baby girl, and I love Cronus so bad. It is tragically terrible. He's just like so starved for love and affection that it like kills him inside, and it's so sad, and I love him.
I love that subtle way you put Hussey on F tier where he belongs.
Yeah, sorry. He had to go there. But yeah, so Cronus, I think because of how much of like a piece of shit he still is, he doesn't belong in S tier. That, and he like just doesn't get a ton of screen time. Like he has like 10 lines.
Yeah, no.
No.
Hussey is a horrible man. His writing is bad. He is a spiteful, mean person. Yeah.
Um.
We recently I just shared with Prok here that Hussey once went on Tumblr and threatened to sue someone over making headcanons and then got bullied off of Tumblr.
Yeah. Hussey's a piece of shit. So I'm gonna
In fact,
leave him up
Hussey,
here.
if you didn't know, if you're not super into the Homestuck lore constantly, like there's a YouTuber recently who made a documentary about like all the shit with the Homestuck fandom stuff, right? And then Hussey threatened to sue them, so Hussey can go die in a fucking ditch, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you see where I'm placing Dave?
Yeah.
Do you agree? Do you think he should be above or below Mayor? Because I think they should hold hands.
Above. Hussey was not joking about suing that YouTuber. No, it was very serious. I followed the YouTuber on the Tumblr thing. I mean, considering that Hussey threatened to sue a random YouTuber over a documentary, I who can say, really?
I just don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we might as go with them because I don't know if Hussey was shitposting about non-binary or not. Just take it at face value and use them. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Rose?
Anyway.
I'm putting here. That's where I'd put Rose. Am I bad for that?
I think Rose deserves to be above John.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I think she's funny in a way that I like. In like the, like, you know, she is very like pish posh little funny thing, and then but like we'll call you a dumb bitch in like a fancy way, and I like it, and I like that she psychoanalyzes because she does it to be like a little mean.
See, I like John more than her. I think John's a worse person than her, but I like John more.
I also like that she's emo and likes Cthulhu.
She is emo and likes Cthulhu, and I can respect that because I'm also emo. So there's that. But like, yeah.
Look, okay, in the end, it's okay if you like Hussey. It's just we really, really don't like Hussey.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna shit on you for liking Hussey.
Yeah, and it's like
yeah,
we're obviously not gonna go. Like, even if we say, oh, Hussey is a bad person, we hate them, we're not gonna directly be like, go and like harass them or anything. Hussey can go exist by themselves. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I just don't really want to interact.
Yeah.
Like, in they did some like funny shit in the comic. I do think that. I mean, they personally slighted my boy. AKA they like tried to take Cronus on a date, and Cronus got a little excited, and Cronus was like, "Real? You're like interested?" And then he literally was like, "Beggars can't be choosers," and then went on a date with Hussey, and then Hussey like pushed past him and got on his like horse dad, and then left him, and then said he was the worst guy in existence. So like, I'm mad at Hussey.
Anyway, I think what about Hal? Hal is funny, and I like Hal, but not like funny, but like as an entity, I like Hal. Yes. I just think that Hal is neat. Oh, your mic's dying again.
Hello.
Hi, bestie.
Okay. Okay, are we putting Hal in low A or high B? Because I do also really like Hal.
I think he deserves B. Let's being real.
Yeah. Who else we got? Dadbert.
Dadbert S tier, absolutely.
Yeah, like I he deserves to go after Maplehoof though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, really love Dadbert. He was a good dad. He tried his best. It's not his fault that his son didn't know he was drawing on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
So, I love Dadbert.
Oh, hey, Nana Spread's actually on this one, so I guess we can use that as stand-in for Nana if we want to.
I think Nana Sprite was on the last one. I just, like, didn't pay any attention because it was lumped in with the sprites.
Yeah, we just forgore.
Yeah. Can I...
Yes.
I like Jasper.
Honestly, I think you're real and true, and I think it's only when it becomes Jasper's fight and wants to marry Nepeta that it's like that's when it gets a D grade. But that's only just because like it's still weird, even though yeah, Rose is also 13, so it's not that fucking weird, guys. It's not completely deranged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we put Casey up here too?
Yeah, Casey didn't go on the tier list because like Casey just exists, but Casey can be S. Yeah.
I kind of want to put Casey here.
Oh, they were 16? How old was fucking Nepeta then at that time? I don't fucking remember. Was Nepeta also older or just younger because dead? Who fucking knows?
The ages are weird sometimes.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
Like,
you're right.
Yeah, ghost ages like are God, they could be thousands of years old. We don't know.
Remember that canonically, Aridin and Cronus went on a date. Homestuck is a trash fire. We love it. Don't you love it that Hussey validated the funny incest? Didn't you love it because Cronus and Aridin went on a date because no one else likes them?
Throw up about it a little. Oh, can we put the Robo Bros on us?
Yeah.
I think they're fun.
I think ICP deserves to be A.
All right.
Oh, you're so crunchy.
How about now?
Better, I think, yes.
How about Guy Fieri?
S tier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Was he the Antichrist? Who was he?
I think so.
As for Supreme, you're so right. Okay. So, since Supreme Court Justice. So.
Dave Sprite, I think has to hold hands with Dave. I love Dave Sprite.
Where?
Next to the robot buddy.
Huh? In between Dave and Mare. Oh, Dave and Mare are no longer holding hands. It's okay.
I mean, Dave and Mare are still holding hands. Yeah. It's still a Dave.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know who the
panels.
fuck made this. The person who made this added a bunch of really weird, random-ass characters and then left out some ones that we really feel like should have been on there.
Yeah.
Like, they added the fucking the Firefly, but then, like, who did you say that you mentioned that they left out,
They left out Nana. They left out, Dave. Like Dave as bro.
Yeah, older Dave.
They left out, like, a bunch of stuff.
It is odd.
But this is the one that we're using. The Homestuck Characters Original Series Ultimate Tier List Maker.
Yeah, just, we didn't want to get 5 million fucking JPEGs. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, so I just, like, Googled it, and it came out.
Okay, we got a name for the Firefly. It's Serenity. Thank you for
Serenity.
remembering what I
Cool.
can't. Serenity is going to remain. Put them on I do not remember and know them. That's where they belong.
I just don't really remember them. Sorry. I can't fully rank them. I don't remember who they are or what they did.
Yeah.
Can I put Dirk in oh,
Why are you asking like that? Of course we remember Mare. The fandom fucking loves Mare. Where are you putting Dirk?
I don't know. I do. Where am I putting Dirk?
I think I like Dirk less than I like Caliborn.
I think I like him less than I like John.
Yeah.
I think he goes there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like some Dirk, but at the same time, I want to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I don't know, he's just a little funny anime guy who did some deranged stuff. He likes My Little Pony and shit.
Cut his
Yeah,
head
he's
off.
a guy. Yeah.
It was like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also feels like, I don't know, he's like less irony to cope and more just deranged because he's raised on a weird little platform by himself.
Pretty much, yeah. Like it was odd.
He was simply odd. Rufio, I know we had a whole big rant about Rufio and everyone getting him wrong, but I don't think he deserves to be on too high of a tier. Because he, like, doesn't really exist.
I honestly want to put him here. I want to put him in between Equius and Kurlos.
I think you're right.
Like, I like him, but...
Mm-hmm. He had an anime treehouse, and that's pretty much it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Vriska?
Robot horse body. That was deranged. That body of yours is absurd. Yeah.
I don't like her. I mean... Vriska in the chat. Is the chat not, like, showing up on screen?
I don't see it. Perfectly wow, you're so based. You're so based.
Oh, I realized I didn't have, like, chat above,
the Chrome, so it was just not showing up the whole
so
time?
it just, like, wasn't showing up.
I think you need to make a plain, like, black background or something, or some dark color, and put it behind chat so we can see chat better. Because it's on white background.
Okay. How do I do this?
Hold on, let me open my OBS and then I can probably tell you, because you know I need...
Okay.
How do you... Oh, did you figure it out already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, please. 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 How do I just want to change the... Hold on. Property.
You could probably use the crop filter. Or do whatever, yeah. Okay, so now, like, we talked about Vriska and the other tier list that we did. Yeah, you have to drag it down. They'll get to it eventually. I'll just talk about Risco while this happens. So, yeah, remember to. Okay, yeah, no, that good color. Yeah, the black background. It's visible. Sick. Flip it turnways. Nope.
Hold on.
You're trying. You're doing it.
Hold on.
Okay. While you do that, stop saying "hold on," and I can. Okay, Vriska, right? She's a fine written character, I guess. Like as far as like Homestuck goes, you know. Like we both kind of think that the writing in Homestuck is not the best, really. But you know, she's fine. But she's not a good person, and she's not like enjoyable. I wouldn't want to be around her. I don't think she's girl boss. She wasn't really that good at manipulating people. She just like, you know, literally mind controlled people, and then got manipulated by Doc Scratch anyway. So, you know, she's just a kid doing dumb shit. And she's a kid in troll society doing dumb shit. Yeah. The writing does depend a lot. But I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people that say, oh, the writing went off hill like here. And I'm like, honestly, I don't know if it really ever was good. It's just I read it when I was in middle school, so I liked it.
Yeah, pretty much. I read it when I was like 13, 14. I think I was 14, because I think you were the one who introduced it to me. I had like heard about it when I was 13 because my friends would like show me animatics and stuff, like the Gamzee Octopimp stuff.
Uh-huh.
But like I didn't like really get into it until I was 14.
I could say the writing is solid in the same way that Stephen King's writing is solid. Take that as you will.
You're kind of so right though. Anyway, next character.
Yeah. I feel like what do you feel about Jade?
What do I feel about Jade? That's what I feel about Jade.
Above Rufio, under Aqueous. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Like,
I don't really like Jade in canon. I like Jade because of our peer that does Jade.
Yeah, our peer that does Jade, I really love Jade. This, like, canon Jade, I just, like, don't really care about her. Like, I don't dislike her at all. Hence why she's not an F. But, like, I don't love her. She's there.
I think Latula belongs in C now that we're talking about people who, like, exist. I like her, but she exists. I like her a lot, but she exists. She goes above Jade, in my opinion.
I think she goes above Aqueous. I think she's right there.
Yeah, I think she is
like,
above
I think
Aqueous.
She's really cool. But again,
she's
like,
cool, but nothing happened. Hussey made a bunch of characters and then didn't want to write any of them.
Pretty much. The only time I like really interact with her is when I'm like looking at fics. So, yeah. What about Porum? Kind of want to put her on here.
Where are you putting her? Yeah, I think she is also kind of C tier. I mean, there's not much to her character. She's just a rad femme, and then some people think she's mommy. She has cool tattoos, I guess.
I just don't really like her.
She's nice to Cankry, even though she probably shouldn't be.
I like her more than Calliope, but...
Yeah.
You know? Horace.
Horace deserves to be low just for that fucking horse body shit. And not listening to Rufio on repeat when saying that they want to break up. So, Horace, low C, yeah.
Cankry is way down there because he's kind of a garbage person and ableist.
He's kind of weird. Yeah, he's ableist. He said something about being trans blood. Because
I don't like
Kankri's
Kankri.
grosser. Kankri's grosser and Cronus is a good person comparatively.
Yeah, sorry. Don't really like Kankri. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like when they're shipped. Don't get me wrong. Ooh. But like when I'm just like thinking about them comparatively, like just them character wise, I kinda hate him. He's kind of bad, and didn't he like say that Matuna should die because he was disabled?
He sure said something to Matuna that was not right.
Like, I genuinely don't remember all of the dialogue. So.
Well, that's the thing is that you can't even like. There's like that entire really really long rant that was a joke, and that's where the trans blood comes from. But I remember reading it. I saw it. I saw him say the words trans blood, and but that was in the really long super rant, and that wasn't actually put onto the website where every single like line of dialogue you could search up because like it got so long that you couldn't like really read it, you know.
Yeah.
So they didn't put it on in everything in Homestuck in the funny text.
I just don't really like Kankri. Like, he's definitely gonna stay at the highest, like the least of the F tiers, you know?
Yeah.
But like he's still an F.
So we did another tier like right before this tier, where we went on for a really long time. Here, if you want to flash the other tier to them really quick. I don't think we're gonna upload this to our YouTube afterwards, so we're not gonna try not to explain everything too much. But yeah, this is the characters as they are understood by the fandom.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of discussion on that. Okay, we had that quick flash.
Oh, the rant that wasn't on the site.
Okay, go back to the other trailers. So in one of the games, I believe that when you talk to Kankri, there's like a huge mega rant in one of the Flash games, and that wasn't actually put into. There's a website that I went to recently because I got hyper fixated on Solix specifically, and I wanted to read every single line of Solix dialogue. So there's a website compiled that has like pretty much all of the text in one page, so it is a little laggy. But you can control F and kind of search for whatever text you want. And then I also used it to see how many times they say certain slurs just for fun. They slur a lot because it was 2009.
Yeah. Cronus is also one of the only ones who doesn't say a slur.
He almost says a slur, but then he holds himself back, which, considering it's 2009, pretty sick. I don't know if they really had that much on the walkarounds on the Flash games in general, or if they only had like, I don't know.
I think
but
they
must
copy pasted like copy pastable text like
yeah.
from the actual text. I know he's main.
I'm saying, like, Homestuck as a whole, it's very 2009 era energy. I mean, what other era would they say the things that they say in the early comic? Woo!
Yeah. But,
back to the tier list. I think Damara. What do you think? I'm thinking C or F. I don't really care about her, or like I think she's also a bitch, and I don't like her.
I'm thinking C. I'm thinking
C.
I'm thinking right there. I'm not sure.
Hold on. I can bring up. I don't really care how often it was, or like after, like how many characters say it only once after blah blah blah. the fact that it was said so much, and this was without even the typing quirk said, so only like the raw word itself that I was able to pick up while searching through it. I believe I had a slur counter, so I talked about it in a server. Hold on, if I type the word slur and search for the message, let me see if I can find it. I did make a list on how many characters in general were on the set a slur list. I believe it was well over 300 though. And there were some characters that were like kind of surprising that they would slur. It's like that doesn't feel kind of in their character, but it's also written by Hussey in the year it was. So like Jade said the funny slur, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh no, wait, they didn't technically say it. They just thought it. They didn't say it. They kind of held back more than Cronus in that case.
Yeah.
I think what's funny is that Pfeffery said the slur more than Solix. Solix said it one time. Pfeffery said it twice.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay, off of that conversation. Anyway. Yeah, but really back to the tier list. And I keep getting distracted. Who... There's a lot of fucking nobodies in the first top slots.
Yeah. I mean, there's the rest of the alpha trolls.
I think Karkat deserves to be either S or A. He's a good boy. Dave is the king of slurs.
So true.
I think he's a good person, and he's also kind of funny. I like it when he argues with himself. When he said that he would date himself, he's his own cosmesis. He's funny.
How about behind Maplehoof and in front of Casey?
Yeah, I can agree with it.
Okay. I feel like he gets to be up there. I like him.
Funny enough, we have our take on Tavros, right? Tavros is horrible. Tavros Sprite, however, I think should be rated higher because he's allergic to himself, and it's hilarious.
What?
Tavros getting F tier where he belongs. Tavros Sprite is allergic to himself, and it is funny. The cat one that we didn't put on there yet, next to New Vriska down there.
I'm looking. Hold on. This one.
To restate what we said before, Tavros basically has the vibe of so like a lot of people think if he genuinely was able to get courage in a good way, he'd be a good person. But I think if he got courage, he would just like end up sexually harassing people and then get punched in the mouth, and then he would lose all of his courage instantly and be like, "Why did you hit me?" Like I would be nice to him, and he'd grab my ass, and I'd fucking kick him.
Yeah, he just kind of feels like an incel. Where do you want where do you want him?
Just above Tavros. Still bad, but funnier than Tavros because
He is allergic to himself, and it's funny.
yeah. Yeah, and it's good that he doesn't have courage, but he's still a pathetic little piss baby, and I hate him. Like, he's bad whether he gets it or doesn't. Like, in the act of being nice to him, he would get, like, a little bit of, oh, I can do blah, 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 and then you'd be like, no, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Alright, so...
It's just, like, what I would, like, if I would want to hang out with them or not, and, like, how I think they would react if I was nice to them. So, like, that's how I think about him. I think that if I was nice to him, he would be horrible, and so I want to put him in the blender and pour him out into a little puddle of slime.
You'll put a slime on the dirt. Okay, so... Okay,
Did you take Dual Scar? Is that Dual Scar?
It's Dual Scar. I think Dual Scar's hot.
Yeah, he can be A tier just because he's hot and sexy. I'm fine with that.
I just think he's hot. I have no other explanation or anything to say about him other than hello.
I have a demand for you in that case. You take that Solix ancestor and you put him on A tier too, because I think he's also hot. He has big teeth.
Okay.
Thank you.
In that case.
We're putting all the hot people who don't matter into A tier.
I just think they're hot.
So true, bestie. So true.
What else are they doing? Nothing. They're just there to be hot. I don't think Lord English is hot. I think he's gross. I'm not gonna judge you for thinking he's hot, but like I'm not putting him in S tier. I'm so sorry. You're allowed to think he's hot.
He's hot. You're allowed to think he's hot, but for that, I think he deserves to be an F tier. Just for that.
No.
I am toxic and mean. I am a true Solix kitty. Okay, but no, actually, where do you think Lord English belongs?
I think he goes like right here. I don't know. Actually, I think he goes right here. I think he's fun.
Uh-huh. I think you're right. I think he is a fun character. I think he is he's neat. He's a big intimidating guy. He does what he's supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't care who's canonically hot, because Vriska's also canonically hot, and I fucking hate her, and I want to blunder. Yeah, you're right. I see what you're doing.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. All I know is Hussey canonically wanted to marry Vriska or whatever, so whatever. Canonically hot to Hussey.
Alright. I had to put like Club Stews in them up there. Can I?
I think he's fun. I think
you're
right.
He's fun. I just think he's neat.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I think Beck goes in S tier under the cat because he's a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only Emin knew what we were doing and could see that we're rating Carcat under the dog and cat and a fucking horse.
And the horse! I think Emin would actually yell at us. Jesus.
Oh, it's funny though. It's funny. I think Mina deserves to go pretty high. Mina is what she is. Like, she's mean, and like I don't think I would like her as a. Yeah, she's fun. I don't like her as a person, but I like her as a character.
She should go right here in A, in between Mayor and ICP.
Yeah.
Or I lied. I think she should be holding hands with right here. What do you think? Should she be holding hands with ICP and Mayor or down here?
Because I feel like she should be holding hands. Because I also think when she wants to stab people, it's funny.
I just like these two guys of the Midnight Crew better than her.
I guess that's fair. I just think she's funnier.
All right, I'll put her back with ICP and Mayor. She does delight me.
Yeah, she's very upfront. She's like, come on, I just want to fucking stab you. Just a little poke, a little prod.
Just a little, like,
don't be
like,
a
all
bitch
right.
about it.
Can I say something controversial?
Yeah. You're right.
I think he's fun.
No, yeah, you're right. And he delights me. I like Cal. I think he's funny. I like it when Bro fucking puppeteers him around and he fucking slaps the shit out of Dave with him.
Yeah, I think Cal's based. It's based.
Yeah.
It's based. Because it's based.
Momalond feels like C.
Yeah, but I think Mamelon goes here.
Yeah, she has a cool design. That's about it.
She's an alcoholic, and that's fun. Cal is a little fella. He's just a little guy. Okay. In that case, I also think Grandpa goes like.
I feel like Grandpa is above her, but like still
yeah,
C.
but like next to her. She did get Rosa Pony, and then she died. She got Rosa Pony, alcoholism, and got Rose some like maybe some trauma, and then died.
Woo!
Wee. Where should Mulin go? I like her better than Kurlos.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I like her better than Mom and Peepums.
I don't think she's above Latula, though.
No. I honestly think she's right here. I think she's in between Jade and English.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I was trying to contemplate if I liked her better than Jade or not, but I don't think I do. I think I like Jade better. Excuse me. Sorry. Jeez.
I think you should start moving more of the irrelevant characters to the bottom so we can not have to scroll down every time to be like, okay, where are the good characters again? Get the green guys out of here. Get the fucking
Sorry, I
leprechauns
don't
out.
remember like the green guys at all. Said the funny and then she died.
Get the denizens to the bottom as well.
Yeah. Hold on.
You want to put Summoner also in A because he's kind of hot? Or like B because he's hot.
Summoner is the Nitrum one, right?
Yeah. It's where Rufio actually got courage and then became a cool guy.
I think he's here. I think he's in between Hal and Caliborn.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm putting the king at the bottom. I'm putting all of the Luci at the bottom. No, Tinkerbell goes in F. But like above Tavros.
That's so true, bestie. So true. You know what? No, I think we need to rate Crab Dad. I think Crab Dad needs to be like a high B. Please. There. Yeah. I love our stupid rating system that makes no sense and is not consistent. Yours, yeah?
I think he's funny. Oh,
yeah,
God.
You're right.
Now let me move the denizens down there because they don't matter. They literally don't matter. I don't know how to get rid of them, so they're just gonna be at the bottom. Except for this one.
The movie.
I like that guy. He looks funny. Okay. I'm gonna move the crow down here because he was there for like literally 2 panels. You know what? No. He's behind Crab Dad. He delights me. Sometimes. Other times I want to throw up. Okay.
Serves you some milk and then gets bruised.
Good. Get bruised. Get bruised, shithead. Not the milk. I'm not drinking the milk. What about Doc Scratch? Where does he go?
I think he's C.
Yeah. I think he's there. I think he's behind the funny tennis.
Yeah.
I just really like looking at that guy.
I know a lot of people also think he's kind of hot and sexy, but I don't know. He's just
He's
evil
a
and
cue
doing his
ball.
thing.
Like he's evil and doing his thing. I don't hate him.
Yeah, he is a good character, but this isn't necessarily on if they're a good character or not.
Yeah, it's just like what we think he deserves.
It's arbitrary. It's arbitrary. Sometimes it's because they're a good character. Sometimes it's because they're a bad character. Sometimes it's just because we hate them. It doesn't, you know, it's whatever.
It's what we feel in our hearts. The ranking system is where they belong in our hearts.
I think after we're done with Homestuck, you should rank condiments. I just want to do a stream where I just make you rank a bunch of things.
All right, my ranking of like food and condiments is gonna be really weird because I have like a lot of textural and like flavor issues because stairs and Weezer. So I mean I'm down. Gamzee, can I put him like here? Can I put him like him and Hal holding hands? Or do you think he belongs higher, lower? What do you think?
I think he's A tier, to be honest. I don't think he's higher than
If he's A tier, I'm putting him behind Mina.
Yes, I agree.
I do love Gamzee. He clowned. He didn't deserve the refrigerator.
We went into this on the earlier tier list, so if you missed it, you can watch it back later. We went into it a little bit.
But, like, I love him. He was, you know, before I found Cronus, he was, like, my first Blorb. Like, I went dressed as him before.
Yeah. He's funny, silly. He's just a juggalo. He's a silly guy. He raps a little bit. He's bizarre.
So perfect. He's holding hands with ICP.
Yeah, and I like that he like just sometimes he'll go out on the beach and he'll just stand there and he'll think.
Yeah.
What about the Sharpie bath?
What about the Sharpie bath?
Our tier lists have nothing to do with the funny controversies or anything. We did not talk about the Sharpie bath. Are you asking me if
I did the Sharpie bath to do Gamzee? I did not. I would never do the Sharpie bath.
He is murdery, and it's okay because, like, I'm sorry, Briscoe apologists often hate Gamzee for whatever reason, and it's like, why? They both murdered people.
Real. I love Gamzee.
They both murdered people, but, like, Briscoe did it on purpose, and Gamzee did it because he was having a manic fucking breakdown.
Which, you know, obviously still don't murder people, but, like...
Yeah, well, we already went into it. We need to not get into it again.
Sorry. There are people here now, so I was like... Eh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Get shitted on.
Yes, hi.
Hold on. Get shitted on. Okay. Who next? Aradia. This is Aradia alive. I feel like Aradia should be broken up from dead Aradia, alive Aradia, and robot Aradia.
I think you're right. Okay, so I do like Alive Aradia. I don't ship her and Solix. I don't think they're a good couple, but I love Alive Aradia. I think she is neat.
Alive Aradia honestly should go in between them, in between Mayor and Mina.
Yeah.
So this is Alive Aradia, or like God-tiered Aradia. So she's living, breathing. Robot Aradia goes in F tier, but like at the top. And Dead Aradia, I think, goes in C tier, but like at the bottom.
I can agree with C tier. Why do you think F tier for Robo Aradia? Is it because of the making out with Equius and being weird?
Yeah, I just didn't like her.
Yeah.
I liked her dead better than when she was a robot. I mean, I understand why she was, like, so angry as a robot, because she didn't want to be a robot, but, like, I just didn't like her. It just wasn't a fun arc for me.
Now that you're saying, I mean, I think Robot Aradia is kind of funny, but I also agree, because I think, like, she did make me, like, a little uncomfortable, and I didn't enjoy it. Even though, at the same time, I think it's kind of funny.
Is my mic working again? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't like her. She's fine. I just didn't like her.
Robot Aradia Army is
is neat. I will give you that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just am. She's fine. Arania. I don't really care
Low
about her.
C.
Yeah.
Low C.
Like there. I just don't really. She's fine. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Terezi.
I like Terezi.
I like
Terezi's-
Terezi too.
She's funny. She's a little batshit.
I think go ahead.
I think she's above Dave.
I was about to say, I think she's A tier above Dave. I think she's in between Dave and Nepeta.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's right there. I think she's cool. I like that she licks things. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Kanaya. I feel like if we put her lower, like, if we put her where I want to put her, I feel like I'm going to get shit for it.
Where do you want to put her? Because I think I might agree. I think you're right. Because, like, okay.
She's fine. And, like, don't get me wrong, I like her. Like, I wrote Rose Kanaya, like, gay fan fiction for class before, but, like, I
think Kanaya just has, like,
fun to me.
She has, like, a little less going on with Rose, I think, which is kind of funny considering one of her hobbies is, like, killing zombies in her free time with her chainsaw. But, like, that's a thing that's, like, only really mentioned once and then it's irrelevant. So, like,
yeah,
you know?
Like, I feel like she would be higher if, like, more was done with her. If she wasn't just, like, in the end, I feel like she just ended up being Rose's girlfriend, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and don't get me wrong, I agree, she's funny. Like, I like her, but I don't think in, like, comparison to the other characters, I like her more. Like, I just don't think she's as interesting as she could have been. Like, I think they could have done her better.
And that can go for a lot of characters. There are a lot of characters that could have been better or just, like, were completely fucking ruined.
Yeah. Like, in the end, I feel like they like didn't do as much with her personality and like what she was offering, and just I really feel like she just ended up, especially fandom wise, being, wow, that's Rose's wife, you know?
Yeah, like just a lesbian who's into fashion.
Yeah,
so.
like they just kind of like made her into like a thing, I guess. So that's why she's in C tier for me. If she was like done as well as I wish she would have been, she would have been like with Rose. She would have moved up at least one tier.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like she could have been, she was done like a little dirty, like a lot of these guys. So Jane.
I know I defended Jane like a little bit in the other tier, but she's still C.
I want to put her behind Arania. She's plain. I don't really like her. I don't like the like dating arc. Like, it doesn't offend me. But
okay, no, we agree with you. In our other arc, we went on about it. Like, Jane definitely gets too much hate, and it's undeserved. But she also is there. She's not a favorite.
Yeah, I just like I agree. She really gets like too much hate for what she was, but she's just like not fun for me. I just don't love her. You know, this strictly is just like what we think. Yeah, she stand around like. Like, sorry, bestie, you don't deserve what you've gotten, but like at the same time,
I think you should put Nana above Lord English because I like how she laughs.
Right here. I do love Nana Sprite. I think she's really funny. Yeah. I honestly, if you'd let me, I'd put her at the very end of B.
Yes, okay, do it.
I think she's funny. She delights me. She laughed like hee hoo hee hoo. And I think she deserves B tier. A lot of these sprites are higher than I thought they were gonna be.
It's like really thinking about it, especially because we didn't like, we didn't have an opinion on them on the other tier because the fandom doesn't fucking care about them. But like here, we care about them.
Opinion.
Yes, they're simple little guys.
Like some of the sprites I hate. Some of the sprites, man, I fucking love. Jasper sprite is just like so precious to me.
But okay, I love Aerosol Sprite just because I like Solix and I also like Aaron, and I think it's funny that they fuse and they're stable. I like that they are stable despite hating each other. People just turn that into a reason to ship Aerosol though.
Yeah.
And I don't really like that, and also Aerosol doesn't fucking do anything. He just complains.
Yeah. The characters in the lower end like more than some of the characters in the higher end, but like it's just like objectively.
Your mic's staticky again, baby.
Is it? Oh god.
Yeah. So they need like a new microphone cord. That's what it is.
Yeah. Sorry. It just started doing this yesterday or the day before. I don't have an extra microphone cord. Is it better now?
Yeah, for now.
Thank you. Please, God, let me know whenever it happens. Whenever my mic starts being weird. I'm like staring at my microphone volume to make sure I don't go out randomly, so it should be fine. But yeah, so like it's just with a combination of like all of the criteria in our brain and like what we think, some of the characters that I like better are lower on the list than some of the characters that I don't like quite as much.
I mean, obviously, I like Carcat more than Maplehoof, like, objectively, but also him being lower than Maplehoof is really funny.
And Maplehoof is just a based little horse.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's just, I think Maplehoof deserves to be high S tier.
Uh-huh.
And, like, so if I was just making them based off of how much I love them, Cronus would be the top S. Just because I love that little guy.
I agree. I also absolutely love Cronus. Cronus is great. It's just he has to be a little lower because he's
a bitch.
He is how he is. Yeah, he's a bitch.
He's kind of god-awful. So I have to move him down.
Solix is kind of based in every way. He's a good character. He's a good person. He's just a little bit of a bitch, but not even in a bad way.
So he gets to be an S. Like, it's just like objective. Roxy. I like Roxy.
I would say she's A, to be honest. She's also A. I like her.
Is she... Okay, what kind of A, though?
I
don't think she's above
Sprite,
Dave.
but not above Dave.
You think she's above what?
Dave Sprite, but not Dave.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think she's right here.
Why hearing Roxy gets underhated?
I like her. I think she's fun. I think she listens to Kesha. I like her.
Oh, you're saying people rate her like way too high and not like more like mid? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do want to put her at like top S, and I don't necessarily agree with that, but I do like her. Like, she's fun, but she's definitely not S tier. You know?
Mm-hmm.
She's an A. She's a mid A.
I can't even. Obviously, she did like some like weird kind of stuff, but again, she's also like a stupid teenager doing stupid teenager things, and other than that, she's just kind of fun.
You want to do Jake?
Davey between two Daves. Funny. Jake. I feel like I like him less than Cal. Yeah, I think I like him less than John also. Yeah, I think top of C.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. He's fun sometimes. Little Tomb Raider guy. It can be fun. But, like,
I think it's funny that he is really into blue ladies, but, you know.
Yeah, but he's there. Aaron? I really don't know.
I want to put him like right after Cronus, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
See, if I was gonna put him in 8 tier, I would put him like before Aradia. Like in between Aradia.
I like Aridin, and I feel like because I have to defend him from fandom, I like him more.
Oh.
Because, like, you don't have to defend Mare or Dave or, like, Roxy. We went into it! It's in the fucking video. If you want to know my take, then you can fucking go back, and I don't want to get into it again, because we talked about it a good bit.
We did talk about it a good bit. We're torn here. You're saying up here. I'm saying down here.
How about... What about... Put him in between Dave Sprite and the Mayor. I think he's better than Mayor.
Yeah, this will be on YouTube. The one that we did before this and this one will be on YouTube.
It'll be one big video.
Our YouTube link should be in like my stream description. Not the stream description, but like in my profile description.
It is linked. It is linked below, yes.
I so disagree. I think he should be below Mayor. But like...
Okay, but I'm not letting him go below Aradia.
No, he's not below Aradia. But I think he should go there.
Fine, I'll allow it.
Okay, let's have it noted. I want him here. Rupert wants him here. So he's ghosting in between both spots. Yeah. I don't know. I like him.
I think he's funny, and I like he's like my little. I like that he's also a whiny little bitch. I think he's funny.
He is a whiny little bitch, and I do love him. But like, I don't know. I think I like these guys more. Wizards.
He's in denial about liking wizard stuff. He's like, haha, science. He's such a dumb little bitch. I love him.
Both of the Emporas.
That's why I wanted it, because I was like, he's not as
right.
like,
He can
as
be
good
here,
as
but
Curtis.
know that I want him ghosted a little further down.
Me when I win.
Okay, are any of the characters do we want to put? Like any of the Luci or anything?
No, I think we Grand High Blood. Maybe we could put Grand High Blood up.
Yeah, I feel like he's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I almost want to put him like right here below Nana. I don't know. Maybe before Crab Dad.
Yeah, before Crab Dad, just based on hotness. I like that we're only putting in the fucking ancestors on how fuckable.
Yeah, real.
What Midnight Crew member?
Yeah.
Where is he? Is it the eye patch motherfucker? Is that who you forgot?
Well, he's up here. I put
Is he
this
already
version
up
of him there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like I didn't do this one or this one. I just like I did the like the Beck one.
Mm-hmm.
I just no, okay, all Jacks aren't the same, but I like the Beck one. I like this one. This one delights me. And I just included him in that one. Okay.
Spades. Okay, put normal Spades up there. He deserves to be up there. He's also
which
cool.
One? Do you want Murderous Rage or this
I
one?
do not want Murderous Rage. I don't like his face.
Putting fucking Murderous Rage up there.
No! That isn't Spades. Don't. No, that's not. Put the eye patch man with the funnies. Put him in there.
Okay. He can be there. No, he can be there.
I agree.
All right. He is a funny, stabby guy. I do like him. I did not. I feel like I didn't. I might have. I don't know.
It's all a blur, and I'm never rereading it ever again.
You're real.
It's a blur, but also it was so hyperfixation.
Yeah. Of the like pool cue guys, I only remember like one. I only remember this guy.
Uh-huh.
And I remember him being funny, but I feel like he doesn't get to be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's it. I don't think I see any other characters that I want to put on.
Okay, are you still in the Homestuck mood? Because we could show everyone the horrible fucking Reddit, or we could end the stream really quick, and then we could go on to other tier lists.
I mean, that's because I don't have the Reddit pulled up.
Uh-huh. I feel like I've already gone over like the best content of the Reddit, because it's like really small, and apparently I guess the Eridan post that they had on here maybe got deleted because I don't see it anymore. Or no, wait, no, it didn't. I was on a weird like sub. It's like, oh, I found the Eridan. Oh, okay. I need to just send you it, and we can look at specifically the Eridan blind. So, okay, guys, okay. For context. It'll be in the same video, I guess.
I could open the picture like on Chrome browser.
Yeah. But let me give context first before I do this, right? So I hate follow someone on Homestuck Twitter. I used to like genuinely follow them, and then I was like, wow, you're kind of the worst ever. Also, you bullied a 14-year-old for being an edgy 14-year-old when you're a grown ass person. You are. They're 18 now, so they were like late 17 and bullying a 14-year-old for being a fucking 14-year-old. So they're a grown-ass person bullying a child for being a stupid child, and so I hate followed them after that. I'm like, you're a piece of shit, but I want to watch you be a dumpster fire. And they shared this subreddit, which I don't know if we should really share. That no one watches us, so they're not going to get rated or anything. So it's r/English Pumpkin Party. So this is like the Homestuck fandom. Where it's the opposite end of Homestuck Twitter. Yeah. Okay, so you know who I hate follow. Don't out me. Yeah, okay. So this is the opposite end of Homestuck Twitter, where they all think Caliborn is like really cool and a Chad. So they're all kind of unhinged, and let me open this fucking image and finally send it so the Prok can open it up and we can experience this blind.
I am the Prok.
Yeah, the Prok.
Okay.
Okay. Good. I'm not going to disclaimer who I hate follow. No one gets to know unless they know.
There.
I want to zoom out a little. The chat box is annoying, yeah, or just hide it for now, whatever.
Yeah, sorry, chat, you're being hidden for a minute.
No chat. Okay, so what the fuck does this say? Let's analyze. Yeah, I went through a lot of the posts because I saw they were posting like some like stuff out of pocket or whatever, and I saw this post in specific, but they took such a shitty screenshot that I couldn't fucking read anything, and I'm like, I need to know what these fucking nerds are complaining about. Fuck me right in the sashimi, is that Terezi Pyrope? Obviously, bitches be shoplifting. Oh, what I ain't misgendering her. I told you, don't be a dick. Nobody got a sense of humor anymore. There was a joke. Okay, so this was like, they hate June because they hate trans people, not because the way it was implemented was bad or because they like Tran Mask John. They just don't like trans people. Whatever. I don't particularly like June just because, like, I don't like slapping stuff onto a character that's over a decade old. It feels like, here you go, get your reheated leftovers and love it. And, you know, again, a lot of people already thought that John was transmask. It's like, that's why people were upset with, like, the Roxy thing in the epilogues as well, is that people already had trans headcanon, so it's kind of shitting on those people. And a lot of the June enjoyers are fucking absolutely rabid and automatically think you're transphobic, whether you're also trans or not, because you don't like a random character being trans. Is what it is. This is the opposite end. The other thing is about June is, I don't even know if June's gonna end up being canon, because Hussey deleted the June tweet. Apparently it's been deleted. And Hussey, I think, is spiteful enough that they might just, like, make it shit on purpose. Hussey's a really spiteful person, I think. Hussey said that, you know, Hussey did the funny Toblerone thing and said, you get to make one thing canon, and the person said they wanted June to be canon. Hussey said, okay, sure, but apparently he got deleted. So, I don't know.
Real. Homestuck ended in 2016, and that's life.
Yeah, I can respect people that like June if they're not fucking assholes about it. I don't care. For real? Head us? Well, either way, regardless, if people like June, that's fine. They can like June. I literally only care when they're like fucking super asshole about it. And that's like, we have an RP server for Homestuck. We had to ban June from it just because, like, June just nah. You're right. It really could have just been a joke. We will never know, probably. But yeah, I don't know. Isn't it fun to be in the middle of stuff? Yeah, Homestuck 2 wasn't a thing, but yeah. Isn't it fun to be on the middle of anything? Because, like, both sides absolutely fucking hate you, and you're like, oh, cool, it's a shit show here.
It's
back to reading this.
I agree.
Back to reading this fucking fanon versus canon Eridan. What's the matter, girly girl? Afraid daddy's gonna cut your rods in half or something? That's funny. That's funny. No, I like that one. I watch as Eridan crawls over to the front seat and to the back, and by the time I realize he's gonna flush, he's so... by the time I realize he's gonna flash his panties, it's already too late to look away. Pink and black stripes, we lock eyes as he settles in, and he smiles, and he winks. I'm losing my mind immediately. We're not even on the other half. This is so funny. Oh, I can't say that one. I cannot say. I can't say that bottom corner.
Nope.
God, bizarre. Well, I don't know why that they're like mad about the fanon. Like, people do take the like May Eridan, like, yeah, that was like a little funny joke, and I think that they take it a little too far, like especially with the what was it called? Was it Pest Request, right?
I don't.
They made it.
Oh, you talking about the dress thing?
Yeah, they made it like a huge thing about his personality, and it's like, I don't think he'd care that much. I think he would just do it if he's gonna do it.
For violence in our society today. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, March Eridan. I wish it wasn't real, but like, I feel like, honestly, March Eridan feels like Eridan was forced to wear it. I don't think it's his style. I think he has a dumb style. He wears his dumb little bowler shoes and his striped pants and his cape. Yeah, I think he'd still be classy. I think his look would be dumb as shit, but still classy. I think March Eridan is...
hurt you.
Someone forced him to wear that. Someone forced him to wear that and took a picture.
He lost
and it was
a
like
bet.
blackmail or something. Yeah, he lost a bet.
He would like wear like an elegant gown, I think.
He wouldn't make a big deal about it being like some gender bullshit though. He just wouldn't fucking care. And if you like try and be like, "Wow, it's so brave of you, Aaron, to wear a dress," he would probably look a slur at you.
He probably would. Just like Dean Winchester. Starts crying.
Okay. Now that we're done with the fanon side, what the hell does the canon side say? Is this just screenshots of just shit he actually says of him being sad? This is him coping? This is him. They don't get his character. This is the thing again, where they think he's being serious when he's coping. He doesn't understand like how to fucking talk to people. He's a stupid little idiot child who was raised in a specific society, and he doesn't know how to fucking talk to people. Pfeffery called him out on it, that I think you're just saying this stuff because you want attention and you don't know how to interact with people. And later takes it back when she friend breaks up with him because she was just using him, and she's a bitch. Of course they would take him at face value, though, and just think that he actually genuinely thinks that. Because if he wanted to fucking kill everyone, all he has to do is not feed Pfeffery's fucking parent for a little bit. It gets a little angry, has a little yell, and then, bam, bitch is dead. He's not actually genocidal. If people can forgive Vriska for shit she does and defend Vriska, I can defend Aridin. That's all I'm saying. I think he is more defendable than Vriska. I think if he was allowed to continue living, he'd probably fucking grow out of it. It's the same thing of, like, the person I hate follow who bullied a fucking 14-year-old, they were hella racist. They said some whack shit. They're a child. That's how children are. It's like, children can be mean as all fuck. They might need a little punch in the mouth. But it's fixable. Prok, is your mic still working?
Yeah. Yes.
I just think Aridin isn't as bad as people think he is, and he's fixable.
Don't get me wrong, he's still a little shithead, and I want to shake him around.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still a shithead, but he's fixable.
I need to shake him around, but, like, he feels like the kind of kid, like, in real life that were raised by, like, evangelical Christians who is, like, racist, homophobic, misogynistic when they're a kid. But then they, like, grow up and get out of, like, the household and, like, actually out into real life and say, wow, that's shitty. You know what I mean? Like, I think you could fix him. I think you could, like, show him how wrong he is and like, say, hey, dude, no, because I don't even think he, like, truly believes the shit that he's, like, spewing. I think he's just doing it because that's, like, what
expected of him.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, like how Aqueous was. Like, I think Aridin just isn't as far along in it. Like, I think he would genuinely get better. Especially if, like, he gets friends. Because right now, his friends hate him and he doesn't actually have friends.
Yeah, no, this, the fucking subreddit, if any of you guys want to look at it more in depth, because I before the stream, we had a good time. I was reading stuff out loud to Prok, but, r/English pumpkin party, it is a hellhole, probably good for a little, like, you know, if you want to suffer a little, you want to look at people being absolutely fucking deranged, it's your go-to. It's the other side of Homestuck Twitter, the opposite end of the coin of fucking deranged people.
It's the other extremist.
Yeah.
Anyway. Do we want to, actually, my tabs aren't that bad.
Your tabs aren't that bad?
My tabs are fine.
Yeah, I think we should still, if we want to do other tier lists, because it's pretty long right now. I think the Homestuck thing should be its own video, so we should like cut it off and then just start stream up again.
Okay, so what's gonna happen right now is I'm about to stop streaming, and we're gonna take a short intermission to pull up other tier lists. So stay on the line if you want to like see other bullshit takes about non-Homestuck stuff. I also like really badly need to pee. So Rupert, if you want to start like looking at the tier lists, it's literally tiermaker.com, and you can like just link them to me while I go pee and grab another huge glass of water. My throat hurts so bad. So I kind of why I got a little quiet towards the end there. But I'd like to do more tier lists. So we'll be right back after the short intermission. That way this also like cuts off so we can upload it as separate videos. So stick around if you want to. We'll be back in like 10.